Island called Boracay.
The voice of Boracay. News, interviews, events, and the best local musicians. On the island that never sleeps. You're listening to Boracay Informer Live with Errol Sykes.
Very much welcome to the very first episode of Boracay Informer Live. We got an interview with Jonathan Cabrera, the head of Boracay Informer, so you will know what Boracay Informer's role will be in the coming period and what will the mission be moving on from now. So what we're going to be doing with Boracay Informer Live is to give you the news from a different angle, just to keep you updated. A little bit of, the people that are involved here on the island, so you know what is what, and obviously the bread and butter of Boracay, which is live music. That's what we call it, Boracay Informer Live. So instead of playing songs that you could normally play on YouTube or Spotify or wherever you get your music from, you'll get it from the performers here in Boracay. I just made the effort to find and scout these talents, record them live so you can feel them with a little bit of that Boracay vibe at the same time. So great to be back on the radio waves of Boracay. I'm so in love with this island, and then I got the opportunity to do a radio show, which I'm doing right now. Very thankful for the opportunity that I'm given, especially from Jonathan Cabrera, the head of Boracay Informer, and everybody in the Boracay Informer team. So much to talk about, so much to share, so much thanks that I want to give you for tuning in. This is your host, yours truly, Errol Sykes. Yeah, so welcome to the first, well, I should say welcome to the very first Boracay Informer Live. And basically what we do is, this is a platform where we talk about the latest news, we talk about the nicest events on Boracay, the island called Boracay, and also switch it up with some local talented musicians. So that's the music that's going to be provided for today. And because it's the first show, I thought it'd be fitting to have an hour guest, or at least speak a little bit about Boracay Informer and all of the vision and the future that lies ahead for Boracay Informer with the head of Boracay Informer, Mr. JC Jonathan Cabrera.
Hi.
Yes.
Thank you, Sykes, for having me here.
No worries, no worries. So
is it okay if we'll just make it Tagalog?
a little bit, yeah, a little bit Taglish, a little bit of a little bit of a
You
challenge.
can ask me in English and I'll respond in Tagalog.
Okay, diba? We'll
Diba?
do that. we'll do that.
Pahirapan to, no?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
So yes, let's start from the beginning. Boracay Informer. Tell how that came about, and can do a little bit of an introduction for yourself, about yourself.
Yeah. I'm just a simple journalist, focusing more on community development, particularly in this part of the country, Boracay Island, particularly.
Yes.
And Aklan as general. In general, Aklan and Boracay in particular.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we're serving as this island's voice for almost 15 years. And we're happy that we're still alive. We introduced the public affairs, media discussions of issues and news in the island way back early 2000. It started the program The Informer. It's a weekly 1-hour program every weekend. Eventually the 1 hour became 2 hours. The 2 hours a weekly became 3 hours a week. No, 3 times a week. And lately, it became a daily program from Monday to Saturday in the island. Right. People of this island accepted our style of broadcasting because before this island has no news and public affairs programs. It's all about music. When you listen to FM stations, it's all about music. But when we came here, we introduced the news and public affairs, a daily grind of issues, right, commentaries, fearless views, and no holds barred commentaries against salamagans, against inutil public officials, against criminals. So we took the challenge. And it's good.
Right. And how
People
did that start?
accepted it.
I mean, how did that start? Because you came here 2000. You're not an original from Boracay.
Yeah.
So how did that start? That wanting to be the voice of people here in Boracay.
Yeah, because I was my broadcast media orientation is more on commentaries, news and commentaries. I came from Bombo Radio. My indoctrination was made by Bombo Radio Philippines. We are the pioneer men of Bombo in Aklan, but it was based in Calibo. So after 4 to 5 years, I decided to resign because my goal was in 10 years time I'll be a station manager of the station. So after 4 years, I was already assistant station manager. So for me, it's not impossible to happen that I will be a station manager in 10 years time for another 5 or 6 years. And I can feel because I'm visiting the island for some news gatherings when I was with Bombo, and I realized that why that there is no island-based media or media outlet or radio station that tackles regularly the issues in the island. People, when you ask them, hey, what's happening here, what's the latest, they will answer, we don't know. You ask us about music and we will answer you.
Yes, yes.
What song is Fast Car? Who sings that song of
Right.
Fast Car? Yeah, they will answer you. That's Tracy Chapman.
Yes.
Who sang the song Red Red Wine? They will answer it's Bob Marley.
Yes, yeah. Or
But you ask them about what's happening in your road, why the road is rough, why there is no drainage, why the environment, what's happening here,
right?
Why there's flooding? I don't know. Where's the budget? So I said, I think there must be a island-based radio program that will focus on the island issues the whole time.
Right.
So I took the challenge, and I'm thankful that people of this island accepted that new another part of their lives, and they gave their time to listen.
Yes.
From 1 hour once a week, 2 hours once a week, to 3 times a week, to daily.
Right.
Yeah, and we are very thankful. So basically, we can say that we made a big role as far as opening the consciousness of the people here on the issues and concerns of the island.
Yes. So we're going to be talking about that role, the role of Boracay Informer, a little bit more after this song. Just like you said, there are a lot of talented musicians here in Boracay.
Yeah.
There's one thing that Boracay is very, very known for. So more about Boracay Informer after this.
Across the bridge, didn't live that day. Cause it's tonight, far away. And sleeping, that's all that road. Hesitate, la viva, that's your life. Oh, everybody will say, oh, baby, I love you. Every day, wanna tell you I love you every day, wanna be with you night and day. Then from that first to shine, in like the sky. We're so much to complain, like one day how they are. If I would do shine, like it's a day under the fire. Don't move, hesitate. Now be in town, there's a love just away. Ooh, baby, I love you every day. Wanna tell you I love you every day. Wanna be with you night and day. Oh my baby, please. Just come to it today. We love you, oh baby. I can see the sunset in your eyes, brown and gray, east side. Clouds are talking, I love, bring this on with our goodbye wall out of the season. Oh no, hesitate, now be down. Just
such a phenomenal concept to think about, a lot can be accomplished, experienced, and expressed in a short amount of time. In just 77 seconds, your story and vision can be shared with the world. 77 seconds seem like a short amount of time, but with us, it's enough time. Your business will quickly reach and easily engage with your audience. Go to 77seconds.com now. 77 seconds. Let's connect.
Now, we're talking about, the role of Boracay Informer, and that the island Boracay needed a voice, especially when it came down to real issues.
Yeah.
So what are the things that a lot of people respond well to? What kind of issues that you address?
Yeah, about peace and order, about the infrastructure, and about the environment, and of course the government services, health, transportation, and everything. The title of my program during the time was The Informer, and because my main course is to make the people informed. I want them to be informed what's happening, who is who, what is what, how big is big, and how small is small. So I made a lot of research about this island. I meet people in the society, known them. And that's why I said the title of the program is The Informer. It's not too hard, not to sell. Because if it sounds really bombastic, people might, you see.
Yeah.
So people wants to have informations. So the title was The Informer. Although the myth inside of that program are sometimes hard hitting. Not so hard, but you will enjoy it.
Yes.
Okay, you will love it.
Right.
Some are saying that I hate to listen to this program, but I also hate not to listen to this program. So they don't know what to do if they will listen or not.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, so that's how the style that we introduced, and people accepted the Informer, and lately we realized, me and my team, that some are, there is a level of in the community that they don't listen to radio, but they read newspapers. They wake up in the morning having a breakfast or coffee. So we decided to launch the Boracay Informer News Weekly. Yeah, so that's the start of Boracay Informer. And later on, when this social media took its place in the lives of every citizens in this island,
Yes.
and of the world, particularly social media and the World Wide Web, so we decided to revolutionize it further into a digital, and we focus on it. So that's boracayinformer.com, and it's now BID, or Boracay Informer Digital.
Yes.
So the news and informations are now posted. You don't need to wait for a week before you read what's happening in the island, because we can post it anytime as it happens. So that's the importance, of course, the advantage of having it in a digital format.
Right.
Yeah, Boracay Informer Digital now.
Right.
Yeah. And we're so happy that the team was created and supportive, and we have you. And now we are having it a Boracay Informer live, from being a digital into a broadcast.
Yes.
To make it more extensive, the discussions, entertainments, and everything, that of course we want the people not only from this island, but possible tourists,
Yes.
and the tourists before of this island who are already in their places and countries, who miss this island can still feel what is the island living, what is the island music,
Right.
what is the island concerns, the island issues, what's the realities about these talks about Boracay.
Right. We're going to be talking about one of those issues that are very current affairs right now.
Right.
So we're going to come back after just another one of our talented musicians here in
wow.
Boracay.
All right.
She likes everyone. You're not that much, but baby, you should go and love yourself. Justice Bieber! You think that I'm still holding on to something, you should go and love yourself. When you told me that you needed my friends, only problem was with you and nothing. And every time you told me my ring was wrong, trying to make me forget where I came from. Didn't wanna write a song, 'cause I didn't wanna thinking I still care and maybe I'm moving on, and I think you should be something I don't wanna go back. Maybe you should know that from my don't like you, she likes everyone. And I never lied to you that song. I've been so caught up in my job, didn't see what's going on, just got my phone. I better stay on my own, yes, if you're right, the way you get there. Maybe you should go without yourself. You give me things that I'm so holding on to something, you should go without yourself. Times that you mean way from small, I never love, no, I've been nothing at all. I never felt so low when I was alone. Cause everyone let you break out my heart.
The voice of the island. Boracay Informer. Live. Hosted by Errol Sykes.
Boracay is under fire after President Duterte's latest statements.
I will close Boracay. Boracay is a cesspool.
The president threatens to close Boracay should have failed to clean up the island in the coming 6 months. But what will this mean for the regular man on the streets?
Kaya once na masara yung Boracay, lalong maapektuhan yung mababang negosyante, tsaka yung local. Ay kung gano'n lang parang throwback kung anong Boracay before. So ang hanap buhay namin ng mag-iisda lang naman dati. Dito lang sa beach. Sana naman, limitan na rin nila yung mga building. Tsaka yung mga yung mga sasakyan ng mga owners ng hotel. Dapat limitan na nila.
Siyempre, pag sinarado niya ito, mawawalan kami ng mga customer. Wala nang bibili sa amin. Saka marami namang taong mawala ng hanap buhay.
Kami yung mismong kawawang lokal na gano'n. Saka hindi lang kaming lokal. Lahat po ng mga tourist na gusto rin pumunta dito sa Boracay. Saka lahat naman ng mga lokal dito sa Boracay, ma'am, hindi naman kami nagsisira. Kami po nagtulong-tulong para paano namin mapurbahan yung Boracay.
Boracay Foundation Incorporated, BFI, has already expressed their concerns in an official statement, claiming that full closing the island is unjust. According to BFI, in 2017, Boracay generated 56 billion pesos in tourism revenue. In 2017, Boracay hosted 2.1 million tourists, which is an all-time record. Boracay has developed into a premier tourist destination in the Philippines. The growing economy on the island has allowed opportunities for people from all across the Philippines. Opportunities that up until now ensured survival for generations to come.
Hanap buhay, mawawalan kami ng tirahan. Tapos pagkain namin, dito lang kami mahasa sa mga turista. Massage dito sa beach. Mga bata, hindi kapag-aral.
Ila imaw nga masadya, di sadyaon lang na, hindi isarahon. Dapat ang lokal di sa Boracay, dapat anang manduan nga imaw dyan pasadyaon. Hindi nga ipasara.
Malaki pong na epekto kasi po masasara talaga ito ni Presidente. Wala kami ng trabaho. Kawawa yung mga maliliit na bata. Yun lang po inasahan namin na yung trabaho namin. Itong pamumuhay namin.
Mahirap din kasi ito yung pinagkakitaan namin sa araw-araw na pamumuhay. So makaka-apekto din. So
Sana
masolusyonan kaagad po. Yes.
Whatever the solution, change on Boracay is inevitable, and we will see what Boracay's future will look like 6 months from now. Glad you're still tuned into Boracay Informer Live here with the head of Boracay Informer, BID, Boracay Informer Digital, Jonathan Cabrera, aka JC. Now, Jonathan, you were talking about being a voice for people here in Boracay, talking about issues that are very current. Now, one of the things that is very, very vocal at the moment, in fact, it's even, the president, interferes with this, is obviously the statements of President Rodrigo Duterte, who said he is going to close down Boracay in 6 months' time if, the island doesn't clean up their quote-unquote shit. Okay. Yeah. And we posted a video on Boracay Informer Facebook page, and there were so many people that were commenting on it. Like, even people that aren't living in Boracay right now. It seems to be a very, very big sentiment to a lot of people that have visited Boracay or have placed Boracay in some special place in their heart or something. Yeah. So in terms of being an informer on that note, what is it that Boracay Informer's role will be in these type of...
First, this shows that everybody is concerned about Boracay. The positive side of it is that people are concerned about Boracay. They want Boracay to be preserved. Ayaw nilang mawala. Finally, nakapag-Tagalog din.
It took a while.
Ayaw nilang mawala yung Boracay. Lahat kasi parang mas trending yung nagsasabi na sige, isarado na yung Boracay na yan, ayusin muna, di ba? And of course, it's no less than the president saying that kailangang ayusin ang Boracay. Pag hindi ninyo naayos yan, ipapasara yan. So, on that side, maganda, no? Dumating na ang boiling point na tinatawag. Kasi yung mga problema, these problems that they're talking about, the smelly water and the drainage and the flooding and everything, these problems are existing. Actually,
it's not new, right?
It's not new,
right? That was something I was taking away from.
Yeah, maybe 15 or 20 years ago, we were having this problem.
Yeah, of course.
That's the reason why that the government made some regulatory policies, like they established a sewerage treatment plant in the island, and it was lately sold 80% of it to a private company, which is Ayala, to really have an experts on how to handle sewerage problems. That's why the government introduced the drainage system, the storm drainage system, way back early 2000. But the problem there is that the Boracay really develops very fast.
Yeah.
Yung infrastructure hindi makasunod. Parang ano na nga lang eh. Kasi supposed to be, you must put the infrastructure in preparation for the development. But the problem that happened is that development is very fast. The buildings and everything is erecting, being constructed, but our infrastructure, the sewer system, the treatment plants, the drainage, nahuhuli. So that was the problem. And of course, corruption. There's really a corruption that's happening there.
Yeah.
So in both sides.
Yes.
Both sides, but it's all a government side. So these issues has been raised. Me myself, I'm a living witness and fighter against this perennial problem of the island. To mention, I've been a councilor of this town for 3 years, and that was my advocacy. In fact, I am the author of the ordinance that amends all the ordinances related to wastewater management in the island of Boracay.
Yeah.
And the municipality of Malaya as a whole. So we are very much aware of this long time ago. But during those times, nobody from the national government taking a look at these problems. In fact, they are exploiting. If they want to give attention to the problem, they will exploit it on how to use it for them to corrupt. Imagine you put up a drainage, hundreds of millions worth the cost of the project, but that's not really existing. When you open it, there is no drainage under. So, but there are manholes saying that it's a drainage.
Yes.
You see? So it was actually the government, and it's good that we have the present administration, the Duterte administration, who is looking into these problems. The problem only that na nakita natin is that the way the president state his words on it, no, like
yes,
yeah, the cesspool and the shit and everything.
Right. So the role of Boracay Informer, we're gonna talk about that in the coming section, because there's only one side of the story that's being highlighted, and that's Mr. Duterte. That seems to be the case. We're gonna come back, and when we come back, we'll be talking about how Boracay Informer will actually be countering that side of the story.
All right,
stay tuned.
You're listening to Boracay Informer Live with Errol Sykes.
All right, so we're talking about a couple of issues, and current event issues also, and about how people react to that, especially also people outside of Boracay who seem to be very concerned about the island and the preservation. But what is like your vision in terms of Boracay Informer in these matters? What role will it play?
This is where you will really appreciate the importance of having a local island-based operation or operating media outlet like Boracay Informer. Because Boracay Informer is the best source of facts and real. Is it really cesspool? Is it really Boracay smells? I mean the island as a whole, or there are parts of it? Because if you talk about Boracay Island as a whole, that's a different story. But if you will say that there are parts of the island, and we can specifically state if where particularly in the island smells shit. Okay.
Yes.
And it's sad to say that some of their shits actually came from the projects of the government. It was the government infrastructures who discharges this shit. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, what I'm saying is that the details, these facts or details, can be catered by Boracay Informer. Lengthy, no limitations of time. We can discuss it daily, an hour, 2 hours. We can do it. Unlike national media outlets, they will just throw in the reports a piecemeal, right. 2-minute, 3-minute news who cannot discuss extensively about the problem, how it all started, why there was a problem, and what is the possible solution to that problem.
Yes.
So these things lacking from the national media can be provided by Boracay Informer. So that's the difference of having a island-based media outlet.
Yes.
Like Boracay Informer and Radio Todo.
Because everybody seems to be aware of an issue. Everybody seems to be aware of an issue that plays longer than just today. It's just that it's been current events because of Duterte being very vocal about it.
Yeah.
But it's been playing ever since 2000, so it's been going for almost
We are
2
very
decades.
thankful. Yeah, actually, Sykes, we are very thankful that this is happening. We see people working. We see the representatives of the Department of Environment and Natural Resources empowered, because before they are just like, you know, a second-class agency in this island. That they have no police power. But now you can see them roaming around with the battery of lawyers from the DNR, with security escorts, full battle gear. You see, uniform police and armies. So you can really feel that there is an action. So we can now see a light sa dulo ng tunnel, at the end of the tunnel. No? You can see that we are still in the situation that we see hope that Boracay will be saved from its dying situation. It's not yet the end of Boracay, and we are very happy, and hopefully, of course, the government will sustain its campaign, shut down, close, not the island, but the illegal establishments, not the island, of course. And I don't think the president will literally do that. It's just like that. He speaks like that
It's a
way.
warning.
Yeah, he speaks that way, ever since we are used to him. Even before election, during the campaign days, he speaks like that. He even use bad words in his speeches. Diba? But as he always saying, wag niyong tingnan yung bunganga ko. Sabi niya, diba? Tingnan ninyo kung saan nang gagaling ang mga sinasabi ko. Ano ang galit meron ako. So, galit ako sa korupsyon, galit ako sa kapabayaan, neglect of duty ng ating mga government agencies. Kaya siya napapamura, kaya siya napapasabi ng shit, kaya siya napapasabi na I will close that. Kasi galit siya. And the good thing there is, nagkakaroon ng pangyayari dahil sa mga sinasabi niya. And of course, Boracay Informer, we don't want to refute the president, of course, but we just want to balance it, to prove to the people who are not in the island, the possible tourists from other side of this world who are planning to go to Boracay, to show to them in real time what is the beauty of Boracay as of this time. So we are showing them the crystal clear water. The people are swimming. The sun is white. The weather is sunny. No, and of course we are also serving as the medium for the possible effect to the people in this island, and particularly yung mga maliliit na tao na isa sa mga sinumpaan din ng ating pamahalaan na pagserbihan. The lesser you in life, the more you have right in the government. So, and the president, of course, will not allow for them to be displaced, to be unemployed, because that's contrary to his promise and commitment. Yes. So I don't think he will do that.
Right.
Yeah.
Great.
So that's that will be the role of Boracay.
Are you familiar with the song Despacito?
Despacito, Despacito.
Yes.
I'm not a music man.
But did you know that there was like a
yeah,
Filipino rendition of this song?
Oh, really?
Yes.
Filipino rendition.
Yes.
A Boracay rendition.
Yeah, Boracay rendition.
Oh, the other. Osi! Watosi! Sa naman, Ponzi, Daniel. As Tagalog daw, Tagalog. Ka ba kontento sa jowa mo kagabi? Di man lang siya nakakatatlo. Labingin pa natin, labingin. Binigay mo ang lahat sa kanya kasi alam ko siya ang forever mo. Tulog na kayo pero tumawag ka. Sabi mo sa kanya ay napitig ka. So gusto mo ay makita tayo. Yayayain mo ako na naman na dahil natutulog na ang iyong mahal. Ito ba ako handa na pero wala pa. Let's walk dito. Nakakagising ang baboy, let's walk dito. Pwede na pa tayo doon sa kalibo para din tayo mahuli ni Bagito. Let's walk dito. Para din siyang mabastos, let's walk dito. Kahit natutulog siya at delikado, pag nahuli tayo ay kayang yarito. Pero alam kong gawain na ganay malito. Kawawa naman ang jowa, hindi na sa'yo paborito. Di mo ba alam bilang yan ang gusto ko sa'yo? Gusto mo ikaw masolo, lagi din na lumagin tayo. Ayoko talaga ng ganito, ayoko mag-iskandalo. Napipilit na lang ako, pigilin mo na lang ako. Sabi mo noon ako lang ang iyong gabenta, pero dalawa kami sa'yo na gumaganda. Hirap talaga sa pahal mo ay meron sabi, pero meron masakit na matagtawag sa'yo ay kabi. Kahit masabihin mo na ako ay salbahe, pero din ang oras mata sa mga babae. Malito, malito, dahil delikado. Doon tayo sa pasa, anito, anito, o sa Santa Mesa, pamasahe 30, para din tayo mahuli ng iyong asawa. Malito, malito, dahil delikado. Doon tayo sa Pasay, Rotonda sa Sogo, o sa Santa Mesa, pamasahe 30, pero mas gusto mo dito sa may sala. Oh yeah. Let's walk dito. Baka magising ang gago, let's walk dito. Pwede naman tayo doon sa kalibo para din tayo mahuli ni Bagito. Let's walk dito. Para din siya mabasos, let's walk dito. Kahit matutulog siya ay delikado, pag nahuli tayo ay tiyang yarito. Suwe! Suwe! Pero wala mo gawain na ganay malito. Kawawa na ba na yung jowa? Hindi na sa'yo paborito. Di mo ba alam bilang yan ang gusto ko sa'yo? Gusto mo ikain mo solo, para din naman tayo. Let's walk dito. Baka magising ang gago, let's walk dito. Pwede naman tayo doon sa kalibo para di tayo mahuli ni Bagito. Libo matino, dahil delikado. Kayo sa basa, dito kawawa na ba na yung jowa? Hindi na sa'yo paborito. Dahil delikado, kayo sa basa. Gusto ko ikain mo solo, marunong ka kasi malprito. Let's walk dito. Alright, thank you so much for the rest of that song. Sabi mga boss, boss, boss. Let's walk dito. Let's walk dito. Thank you. Maraming salamat.
There's a lot of talent here in Boracay. You know, one of the things that Boracay definitely is very known for is the music, right?
The Boracay Informer was not informed about
Yes. Well, you know, unfortunately, I was there, so
That's why Boracay Informer Digital Sykes is here.
yes, most
He will
definitely.
inform us about these new discoveries nowadays in the islands.
Yes.
This one. All right.
Right. So yeah, I mean that's pretty much also what has been very interesting for me, and why I'm working together with you doing this radio show, Boracay Informer Live, is that there's so many things going on the island, and there's so many things, so many stories that are untold, basically. So
Yeah.
I'd really like to tap into that in the future, and working together with you, that's actually I think a very good cooperation. So in closing,
Yeah.
how do you see Boracay Informer develop?
Of course, with you and other talented personalities although both of us and most of us are not born in this island, but we are an islander by heart and by choice, no? So we are committed to continuously, and we will improve more further of our platform, the Boracay Informer Digital, to serve as this island source of information. We will inform the people continuously in any form that they want, whether that's through radio. We have the Boracay Informer Digital. Through Facebook, this is live on Facebook. Through television, this is live over Todo Teleradio, or through radio, of course, through Radio Todo 88.5 FM. This is part of the continuous evolve of this multimedia outlets.
Yes.
So Boracay Informer Live, let us support this, and the Boracay Informer Digital as a whole. We will inform the people. We inform, they decide. Okay, we will not influence their minds what will be their decision. We will just inform them, and we will let them decide.
Right.
So that's Boracay Informer's commitment.
Right.
Yeah.
So what are the platforms that we all could find Boracay Informer on?
Yeah, BoracayInformer.com. That's our website. The real-time news as it happens, and of course, not only news, no, even other informations about the island, what's happening in the island, who is who in the island, and of course, we have the Facebook account. You can always follow us on Facebook, Boracay Informer, and Boracay Informer is a sister outlet of Radio Todo Aklan 88.5 FM, and Todo Teleradio Channel 25 of Kalibo Cable. This is so far as this region is concerned, the only multimedia outlet. I mean, there are some, they have a radio and a Facebook, but they don't have the TV channel.
Yes.
Some has a TV channel, but they don't have a radio. Yeah. So as far as the region is concerned,
right. So we'll do everything to keep everybody informed,
because they don't want them to miss us, to miss the information.
Yes.
If they miss to listen, they can re-listen and view the recorded over Boracay Informer Facebook Live.
Yes.
If it's not live, it's recorded. It's still available.
Yes, most definitely.
So if they fail to listen to the radio, they can check in on their Facebook account or in the website.
Right.
Yeah. If they don't want to listen to the radio, they can watch on TV. Todo Teleradio.
There we go.
Yeah.
So there you have it. Boracay Informer founder Jonathan Cabrera. It's been an absolute pleasure. It's been a pleasure to be working with you.
Thank you.
And to kick off this
good luck,
radio show right here.
Good luck, ha?
We'll be doing that.
Suportahan nyo po, mga kababayan, ang Boracay Informer live every Saturday dito sa multimedia, kung ano man ang ginagamit ninyo at pinapakinggan o pinapanood sa mga sandaling ito.
Hey, do you want to visit the beautiful island of Boracay? Perhaps it's on your bucket list, but you're overwhelmed with all the options. Now's the time to escape. BPHT will help. We provide VIP transport service, organized tours, and activities through our excellent customer support and great assistance for a stress-free vacation. Picture yourself on the white beach surrounded by turquoise blue waters and flat waves. There's also parasailing or fly fishing for an adrenaline rush. There's something for everyone. Visit us at www.bpht.com.ph.
So thank you so much for listening. I had so much fun putting together this first episode of Boracay Informer Live. I want to thank Jonathan Cabrera. I want to thank everybody at the Boracay Informer Live team. I want to thank the musicians, and I want to thank you for listening. We all make this possible because, you know, Boracay is being run by the people here in Boracay, by the people that come and visit, and everybody together, will make it a great, unforgettable vibe. So if you're listening to this, make sure that you follow us on our Facebook and our social media. Make sure that you tune into the next show. If you are a musician, let us know. Let us know when you play. Let us know where you're playing. We'll come by, we'll record it and put you in the show. And yeah, have a conversation. Maybe you got a great story that you want to share, and maybe that's an inspirational story for people that are visiting the island for the first time. So that's what we're doing here in Boracay Informer Live, making sure that everybody here on the island is informed, everybody that's not from the island knows what's going on, and everybody that wants to be on this island at least gets a little bit of that Boracay vibe. So tune in next time. Hopefully we can meet each other very, very soon. I'm your Indonesian Filipino, your host, yours truly, Errol Sykes. And as we say here in the Philippines, kita-kits!
Voice of Boracay. News, interviews, events, and the best local musicians. On the island that never sleeps. You're listening to Boracay Informer Live with Errol Sykes.